Great day, great day, great day. It's me. It's me. Hi. I haven't seen you guys in a minute, so I hope you guys miss me because I missed you guys too. I was kind of thinking about hanging this up and not doing this, but hey, God gave me a gift, and my gift is actually making room for me. So it's time to put in the work and get back to putting in the work. So yeah, I'm here. I want to talk about two things. I want to talk about generational curses / healing, and I want to talk about maneuvering through life no matter what nobody says and staying true to yourself. Because they kind of tie in together. Like, I don't think people understand what it's like for some of us that are gifted, some of us that are gifted that are dealing with healing, grief, and also breaking generational curses. And it's hard because not only do we have to heal from our shit, but we have to heal from shit that our parents didn't heal from, that our grandparents didn't heal from. So it's like a lot of us are being birthed to break chains, and it could be difficult. It could be difficult. So sometimes it's like when my depression and my anxiety is being triggered, I'm like, it's not me. It's one of those things coming up, you know? I always recommend this before you have children. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for being single. I'm grateful for the fact that I don't have kids, because I would have done things or walked into things based on trauma. I would have made trauma-based choices. I would have been raising my kids or birthing children into confusion just through my bloodline. And I'm grateful because I have the opportunity to heal. I have the opportunity to heal and pray for things and pray for breakage so that my nieces and nephews won't have to go through things that we as children, me and my siblings went through, or that our grandparents went through, that our parents went through. You know, I recommend for anybody who's a parent, anybody who wants to have a child, therapy. You have to understand, when you're having a child, you're not just having a baby. You're birthing something that is not only of you, but it's of everybody connected to you. I look at my best friend. My best friend is one of the most beautiful people that I know. And I'm watching her walk in answered prayers. And I'm grateful for her journey because she's a mom that's healed. And she's raising her children in a mentality where she's healed from a lot of things. And I'm so proud of her. I look at, like example, like my parents, like my dad went to jail at 16. My mom birthed me at 17. And it's like they both went through things in their childhood that got them where they were. And it's like different things that I've had to conquer. Like, for instance, like my brother died, right? I was 5. My mom was in her early 20s. My dad in his 20s as well. And it's like they're still young. They're still young. And it's like they didn't know how to process. To me, they didn't know how to process. So it's like they're trying to process, they're trying to learn, and it's like I wasn't taught how to grieve properly. And that carried into how I handled different situations, how I walked into different things in life, because no disrespect, but I watched a lot of my family walk into relationships or do things based on thinking it's going to heal their trauma. And they ended up either trauma bonding or creating higher levels of bondage that they didn't want to go through. I've watched people get divorced and get married a year or two later and get divorced again because they didn't heal from the previous situation. Like, nobody is worth, nothing is worth. I don't know how to say this. I feel like I should just say this, keep it a buck. I don't care how bad I want certain things. I refuse to ask God for something that is going to help me and hurt others. or I think it's gonna help me, but it's gonna hurt me and hurt others. Because it's like, if I would have had children, I would have raised them with traumas attached to me. Like, it's just crazy because I watch a lot of it. I've watched family do it. I've watched family do it. I've watched friends in the family do it, where they walk into situations or they stay in situations just because they are scared. They're scared. And the reason why they're scared of certain things, like failing or being alone, it's really just unhealed areas of their life screaming out, I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this. I got engaged a couple of years ago. I got engaged because I didn't want to be alone. I got engaged to someone that I knew didn't love me. And although I did love them, I didn't love them how I thought I loved them, simply because I didn't love me first. I've learned in my healing journey, you can't love someone properly until you actually learn to love yourself. Because when you love yourself, you know how to love on the areas where it's needed the most. So then when you know what areas need love the most, you don't get disappointed when someone comes in your life and they're not loving that area because they don't know. And I'm grateful because I'm learning in my loving myself journey. I'm learning how to love. I'm learning how to love. I'm learning how to, I'm learning how to love. I'm learning how to love me. I'm learning how to value and appreciate me, so that when a person comes in my life, they won't have an opportunity to fail me in the love department, because they're not going to be the thing that's supposed to bring solidarity into me loving me. I'm already giving it to myself. So they're going to add to it and not take away from it. Something to think about, especially with relationships. And it's, especially with relationships, that shit can get difficult. And like, that whole thing about staying together for your kids, that shit does not work. I'll go ahead and tell you. My parents did that shit and they still got divorced. And even though they had the best intentions, it was still one of those things to where, like, my auntie did that too. My auntie stayed with a nigga for a long time because she wanted her son to have a 2-parent home because she didn't have one, right? And my cousin never got the chance to see her at her happiest. He never got to see her at her highest potential. She spoiled him. My cousin had everything he ever wanted, but he never got to see her happy. Being a great parent to me is allowing your kids to see you at your happiest. Tina Knowles talked about her divorce, and she was saying that her second ex-husband, was saying that she was setting a standard for her daughters who are grown, and she was also setting an example for her granddaughters and also her grandsons, teaching her granddaughters how to find solidarity in their own identity and loving themselves and prioritizing their happiness. They're also teaching her grandsons how to love someone else and not to settle. Got to think about it. And I'm just like, that makes so much sense. So much sense. Like, your kids deserve to see you at your happiest. You know? And, yeah. So, for those parents who think I'm staying for those kids, baby, listen, we don't give a damn. We can tell y'all aren't happy. We can tell y'all don't want to be together. Go ahead and go your separate ways. Or just tell the truth, the real reason why you don't want to break up, because you don't want to have to go and pay all the bills by yourself. But that's another conversation for another day. Or even being worried about what other people have to think or what other people have to say about you. I've had situations where people have talked about me like a dog and didn't even fucking know me. Didn't even know me. Like a dog. And it's family as well. And it's just like, damn, you sometimes get tired of people talking about you. You get tired. Like, I had this thing, and and it kind of put me in my depression. I had this thing, and I was like, no matter how nice, kind, genuine, no matter how much I do, people are always going to look at me as if I'm just this. People are always going to look at me as if I'm just this gay guy. Or they're going to look at me like I'm just this fat guy, I'm just this feminine guy. And they're not going to ever look at, like, maybe I pray harder than a lot of people. Hell, I pray harder than a lot of preachers. TST. But I think the point of this video is all about staying true to yourself. Staying true to your needs. Staying true to your wants. Staying true to your desires and who you are. Staying true to who you're called to be. Like, and I'm at this point to where even when it comes to relationships, healing, I don't owe nobody. I don't owe nobody a fucking thing. I don't. I owe it to me. I owe myself the opportunity to be happy. I owe that to me. You don't owe nobody an explanation for what you do or why you do what you do, especially when they're not in your circle. You know, a lot of my friends, we support one another, and a lot of times it's like, we won't ask for an explanation, we'll just stand 10 toes down for each other, and if we are asking for any kind of understanding, it's so we can know how to pray for each other or how to support one another. A lot to think about. This healing journey that I'm navigating through is personal. It's personal. Like breaking generational curses and breaking things off of me and healing from my traumas and praying for healing for my parents' traumas. Or even, I used to say this, I all my siblings, I'm the one with all the health conditions. I got the depression, the anxiety. I deal with the bouts of sometimes not wanting to be here. I deal with the health issues with the dialysis, being HIV positive, diabetes, high blood pressure. I carry all this. I remember one day I sat there and said, okay, God, if I'm carrying this so my siblings don't have to carry it, I'm going to carry this with grace. People sometimes ask why or how do you navigate through these things with a positive attitude. Like I have a lot of bad days. It's because I know God trusted me with this. He trusted me to carry this. And I feel like he trusted me to carry this so my siblings don't have to. And I'm going to also carry this shit with grace so that my nieces and my nephews won't have to carry it. I'll be the example. I'll be the example because God trusted me to be an example. So, just random conversation with you guys, just talking. And yeah, so at the end of the day, heal. Heal before you walk into anything with anybody. Heal before you walk into, again, parenthood. Heal. Stand on business when it comes to you. No matter what people say about you, no matter how they judge you, no matter how they mishandle you, stay true to yourself. Stay true to yourself. You owe that to yourself. You don't want to sit there and spend your life trying to make other people happy or put yourself where people respect you or put you on. You'll spend your life wasting time trying to make people happy, and you'll come to realize they're never going to be happy. They're always going to find something to complain about. And once you make that one person happy, you'll find somebody else that's not happy. You got to make them happy with your decisions. No, baby. No. Not at all. You have to do things that make you happy, because I said this in the video the other day. When you're doing good, they're going to talk about you. When you're doing bad, they're going to talk about you. So make the decision to do what's good for you. And if they follow along, support you, they do. If they don't, fuck them. That's really how I feel. So keep pushing. I'm about to get back on schedule with these videos. They're about to be a lot more transparent. We're going to hit some rough patches. And I said before, but I'm back, baby. I'm back. And shout out to everybody that's been patiently waiting on me. Because, baby, I am back. The king is back in the building. And I got a surprise for you guys. For those of you who waited, those of you who stayed through the 15 minutes, I'm going to tell you what's going on. I interviewed for Shout Out Atlanta magazine, and I submitted my answers for my questionnaire yesterday. So I will be in my first magazine, and I am so excited. So shout out to Javon, Ron the Best, for referring me. And, you know, it's good when you have friends that when they get on a platform, they also want to share that with you. And they want to, you know, put you on. So put your friends on. Like, put your friends on. There's nothing wrong with sitting there saying, I'm going to get mine. But I'm going to sit there and make sure, like, okay, I'm not going to be at the top by myself. So I'm grateful. And I know it's going to open opportunities for me. And I'm going to share the opportunity with other content creators who I know just need that one opportunity to either expand their business or that one opportunity to light a fire in them to pull out the best version of them. So that's all I got, guys. I love you all, and I will see you all next week. Bye.